Hey gang, Joe here, and today we're going to go over some content optimization platforms. As you all know, or maybe you don't know, Surfer SEO is one of the top content optimization tools on the market. It's basically the gold standard. So we want to look at some other more recent content tools. First one is Neuron Writer. Second one is Robinize. And the third one is Mieux, which means better in French, I believe. I think it's pronounced Mieux. Actually, I don't even know if it's pronounced Robinize or Robinize or Robinize. But I think it's Robinize because it's a little arrow and it's supposed to be like Robin Hood and archers. Neuron Writer is Neuron Writer or just Neuron. So for people out there that don't understand or know how these optimization platforms work, basically we enter in the keyword to Google. Let's say we're working on these projects right now. This project, how to assume a mortgage from a parent. These optimization platforms, they go out, they get all the data of what's showing up. Page 1, page 2, title tags, URLs, words, keywords, even backlinks. They look for correlations, numbers. They say the numbers don't lie. So you could do this manually. There are people, SEOs, that do this. I still do this at times, where you just do a Google search on what you want to write about and see what comes up, get some ideas, reverse engineer. These optimization tools make it a lot easier, make your workflow move much quicker, where it'll bring you all the data, or most of it, depending on which tool you use, and show you how many times what ranked on number 1 on page 1, how many H2s they have, how many times they use certain keywords. And Surfer, Neuron, Robinize, Mieux, they will display all this data usually on the right-hand side. Even phrase, outranking. There are plenty of platforms out there that do this. Quora, Pop, all good tools. So they will just make it easier for you, everything in one spot, plus the research, plus the articles, where years ago you would have to have a million tabs open to do all of this and have your writing tool out. You'll have Google Docs and just writing on one tab, and the other tab would have all your articles that you're looking at, that you're analyzing. So these platforms are supposed to make it a lot easier and just have one tool open at a time. But I still have a couple open at a time because I like to make myself dizzy. So hopefully that makes more sense of what are optimization tools, like where are they getting the information from, and how do they work. This is basically how they work. And Google loves its data, loves to analyze. Their spiders crawl sites and then they rank them. So we know already what's on page 1 of Google. Google's telling us these articles, these URLs, these pages, they're good. They're ranking. If you want to get on here, you have to kind of look at what they're doing, find the averages, look at the numbers. Then there's another group that would say, oh, just write what you want, you'll get there. And that works as well. But when you're producing so many articles and you have multiple clients, or you just want to write, but you want to know you're writing the right thing or heading in the right direction, and you need guides and you need like a safety net, that's where these on-page optimization tools come in handy. Surfer has been on the market for quite some time, and it's a very strong on-page SEO optimizing platform. So let's start with Surfer. Surfer has a lot of features. Today we're really comparing the content editors and some of the AI writing features of these platforms and which ones have them and which ones don't. Surfer also has an audit tool, content planner, which is great, keyword clusters and finding, strategy for your content, as a SERP analyzer as well, and a keyword research tool. But again, back to the content editor. So let's go with our keyword. We could either enter the keyword here, or you could import it from a URL. You could enable Surfy, which is a little AI writing assistant, but I'll just leave that off. Let's start with, let's do how to assume. Yeah, this might be a good start. Let's start with how to assume a mortgage from a parent, and then we will click create content editor. That'll load. Let's go over to Neuron Writer while that one's loading. And Neuron Writer has it set up that you can create projects, but it doesn't have that you could just have a content editor right away. So what I did was create outreach.articles. This way it's not connected to one domain. Neuron likes to have a domain that the articles are being optimized or connected to just for organization and stats. But I do prefer to just anywhere a content editor that Surfer has. It's just more natural because I have so many articles I'm writing for so many different brands. So here in Neuron Writer, we'll just click, I created outreach.articles, and then I put a whole bunch in here that are, for various domains and various tiered websites. So you would enter the same thing here, how to assume a mortgage from a parent, the region, United States. You can do advanced settings, more keywords, but we'll just do one for now. And that one's loading up. Robinize, you go right in here. Same thing, United States, English, generate report. Let that one start going. Mieux, for the auto content generation, we can go over here to content grading. This is where the editors, they also have long form blogs. This tool has a bunch of AI added to it, but we'll check that out later. So we're going to go here to content grading, pre-generate content. This is if we want to start from scratch. This is if we want to optimize. We're going to optimize because I'm going to add content. Give it a name. We'll call that USA, focus keyword, leave that, something about your content. Just now it's running through and analyzing. Let's go back to Surfer. It is done. All right. Surfer already is loading everything. Here you can see this content score, the structure, amount of headings, how many words we're going to need, over 2,100. We want to rank high. Let's copy, do some content in an AI tool. Let's just paste it. Produce the quick article in another AI writing tool. Let's just paste that in here. All right. So the score went up to 31 over here. Let's do the same over here. This one's completed. On it, we have to go through some steps. So here Neuron Writer went out, checked out all the competition and who was ranking for the same term, the same long tail keyword. We can click more, enable more of these options if you'd like, remove some if you find something in here that you don't want to add that it can analyze. We'll just leave it at that. It shows a content score, how well they did, how amount of words. Here's the title, the actual URL, so you can check them out as well if you want to see first what they look like. We'll go over here, update selections, continue. There we go. Paste that in there. We need that keyword up top. How to assume. Go. All right, so now we have the headline in there. We can change that to some of the Grammarly thing. Change that to an H1. The score over here. Let's go in here, Robinize. And here we go. There's nothing else to do. Just put it in there, enter it. Let me get that headline in there. Do the same for Mieux. Now Mieux, let's see. All right, we can just enter it in here, paste it there. All right. And how to assume mortgage from a parent. Let me see. To assume a mortgage from a parent, yeah. Now with this one, they don't have H1s, they just have or H2s. They just have huge, large, normal, small. So I guess we'll just do huge and bold. All right, so we set up all of them just to get things going. See, the letter grade here is F. Now something to keep in mind is, of course, you can type whatever you'd like. You can use these as a editor, a writing tool and an editor. So if you wanted to actually type out things, you can. It actually starts, well, with Surfer, it will show you in gray the keywords to actually type out. But just for this example, I just copied and pasted everything just so we have something to start off with. So on the right hand side, Surfer's UI is very nice, I think. It's very easy to use. It gives you your score, and you obviously want to get as high as close to 100 if you can, or do above 50. Shows you structure, headings, terms, NLP, again, the amount of words that we currently have, how many words we have to go to rank to the top page, page 1, page 2, page 3, which no one cares about. Amount of headings that the competition has. They have 21 to 47, and we only have 6. Amount of paragraphs, images. We can actually place images in here. It counts. We need between 5 and 17 images. I use all this as, a resource you can base your content off of to optimize, but it is a guide, so you don't have to stick exactly by it. In my opinion, you could still rank on page 1, top 5, and get it close enough to optimize. But some of the stuff, it makes it difficult to write, so you don't want to get locked in. Now we scroll down here, we see the keywords that it's recommending. Right now we have in the H1, this one, it's highlighted green. We're 1 for 1. It recommended, let's do 1. We did that. How to assume mortgage from a parent. That's our main keyword, so obviously you want that in there. Down here, mortgage payments, all the reds. We do not have any of these keywords in there. We really need that. A down payment, we do have 2, but it recommends that we have at least 3. So let's scroll down. And then when you roll over this, you'll see in yellow, it highlights down payment where it's located. Or if you click on it, we have 2, 1 there and 1 there. So it's good to find where they are. Credit history right here. We have credit history of 1. It says we can add another one if we'd like. So these are the all, basically everything. You can separate it if you want to analyze just the headings. There's 5 headings. There's 5 recommended keywords, long tail keywords to add to the headings to optimize it. And then the keywords, the NLP keywords, there's 75. So it's a total of 80. You basically want to use this as your guide, try to get these keywords sprinkled in there. So when Surfer will click on outline, now it has AI here that can help you out if you want to add some more things, if you need ideas, if you want to, let's see, tell me about this. Can you take over your parents' mortgage? It gives you some ideas and you can add it wherever you'd like. If you'd like to add the whole section, you can just hit this and it puts it in there. You just want the paragraph's in there. So it has a nice little AI tool, gives you some ideas for headings you can use, questions. It's a very nice feature. Then you have the brief here, which you have some competitors. You can check out their websites, get some ideas, inspiration. But really, Surfer, the main thing is it's very advanced yet easy to use content editor. The UI is great. It works. It's fast. You also have the ability to share this with your writers if you need them to add things to it. And you can send a link. They can edit it. You can send it to as many people as you want, a limited time. They can view and edit, which is really, really awesome. That's a few of the things that make Surfer so great. And as you can tell, the editor is very easy to use. You can make your H1, your H2, your H3 tags. It's very fast. It's a great editor. And I think the other tools are kind of looking to get on this same level. Surfer, when it comes to the editor, though there is one that we'll go over in a sec, that has a very nice UI as well, but doesn't necessarily do as much as Surfer does. Now let's go to Neuron Writer. Neuron Writer is, I think, the closest new platform, the closest to Surfer, and it does a lot of good stuff. Very advanced. The UI is a little bit more all over the place, but not necessarily a bad thing. You just have to dig around and look for things. The score is, I found, a little bit tougher to crack, compared to Surfer. All the keywords are NLP, so that is good. It has the terms and headers, terms you want to go in the articles. It shows you the scores of the top one competitor, 47, the top 10 an average 47, and 26, top 30, 39. Gives you some ideas, so you can add these if you'd like, them in there, copy paste. All right, has some YouTube ideas. This is the change of settings. I believe this one also has an autosave like Surfer. You can export it. It's HTML. You can import. You can define a target URL from your domain here if you'd like. It has a share option, but unlike Surfer, this is a read only. So with Surfer, you can share a link with your team, with the client, with your writers, and they can edit the content and add to it. With Neuron Writer, currently you can only you could read only. The link you send over to a client or to a writer or your team, they can read. They are unable to edit the document. So that's something I guess Neuron can work on. Maybe it's on their roadmap to catch up to Surfer there. With Neuron Writer, the editor's nice. You can even go over here in the meta, and it gives you which keywords to add to the title and description, how much are used on the other sites that are ranking, the other URLs that are ranking. Google Snippet Preview. Right here it shows how many words we have, how many more we need, another 85 to rank on page 1. Then up here, we have the competitors' perimeters, and it kind of sets up columns for you so you can kind of see the top 10 entries or the top 50, top 20, whatever you need, what their on-site score was or is, language, the length, so how many words. That's kind of the number that they're finding the average, we're getting the average from. That's where this number is coming from, that we need like over 1,200 words to rank this article for this keyword. It is looking through data from the other sites and finding the average. You have some things here that's like 40,000 words, almost 10,000 words. This one's only 92, but obviously Fox Business, some authority there, number 1. We can also update any of these. You want to check the Moz page rank, the authority scores, how many external links, Moz perimeters have been downloaded. Do you want to reload the page? Sure. Back, and now we're seeing how many external links are coming to site, getting some Moz info in there. Competitor breakdown. You want to see some charts, some graphs, some lines, right? Content volume. So top 10 first, how many words. So you can see visually the content length, how many characters. This one is how many words. Very close. Total content length, characters, and words. You can enable all of these if you'd like. Pretty similar. So that's if you like to see things visually. Can help you out. The structure that competitors have, overview of their sites, the top 10 sites. How many H2s? Well, look at this one. Titles, just to see the titles. Descriptions from competitors that are ranking, just the H1s, the H2s. Here you have SERP layout and features. If the pages have an image, there's a video, iframe, table, forms. Here's some keyword ideas. You can find similarity to what we're writing about, what they have. That's pretty cool. Content terms, how to gives you a nice video guide on their site. Comments, you can add a comment. So the content editor, the main thing that we're focusing on, you can see how this compares to Surfer. It's kind of similar. Surfer is right here. Everything's here. All these other things, the top analysis. Now with the top analysis, competitor structure, layout, kind of have that all in here with the structure, with the layout part, the images. And then Surfer has other tools that are in there, like the audit tool or the analyzer, because it felt like Surfer kind of looks at it that the tools can be separate to really analyze those areas and keep them on different pages. Surfer has the keyword research over here and the content planner, which is over here, that you can, let's say, reverse mortgage, right? So the content planner results are finished. Click on this and this will give you keyword clusters. You can see how it really gives you a lot of data. You can click on any of these to get a detailed view with the keyword difficulty, total traffic, search volumes. There's a lot of info here. Surfer really gives you a lot. That's just the planner. Then you also have the keyword research tool, and then the keyword research tool will give you all of these ideas, and you can see the search volumes. Then you click on them and get to see some more ideas. So with Neuron, it has it all here attached to the project. With Surfer, you can jump around. If your mind works like mine, again, working on multiple projects and trying to do everything at once, you're going to be creating different things, setting up different things in different areas. With Neuron, it's all kind of focused, one area, keyword ideas, everything is connected. Depends how you work, but Neuron is a very strong tool. I'm still getting used to their UI because I've been using Surfer, Quora, and Page Optimizer Pro for years, which those three have different UIs as well, but especially Surfer. And then coming over here to Neuron Writer, this takes a little getting used to, but it's similar. A lot of stuff is similar. It is similar to Phrase as well. People have compared these tools to Phrase. I feel like for this video, let's just keep it with Surfer, especially the content editor. Now, say with Neuron Writer, we don't want to just copy and paste from another tool or optimize an article that we have already. We're going to start from scratch. Now we can go over here to draft. Click this. And draft mode will let us get ideas of where to start and how to create an outline for our article. We can add these and where they're coming from. Basically use this for inspiration. How does it work? Add a whole bunch of these H2s, copy to editor, or make a new draft. We just copy to editor. We can actually edit. It'll come on the bottom of what we have already. So if we wanted to just say, get rid of all this stuff, we could, and then it would just, but let's say, so it set up this outline, and then you could expand notes, and it kind of shows you the information in there. Gives you guidelines. Try to include the following terms: mortgage, heir, borrow, loan, sell the property. Competitors who wrote about it came from the Fox business, the one that was ranking #1. We got it from there. Then you can easily just hit the generate. It's in beta, and decide the high creativity, high quality, Let's generate. Our mortgage dies. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. It just came up with a nice little paragraph. And then you can do the same thing for the other ones. Tells you what to use here. Taking over your parents' mortgage. How does it work? Taking over your parents' mortgage. You'll need to work with the lender. Make sure the transfer goes smoothly. First, you need to provide proof for the mortgage payments. That's great. Quality and flaps and notes. And you can see the scores going up already on the side. So this is very nice if you want to grab things in draft mode, set it up that way. Or if you already have your article, copy and paste over, and then you want to add more to it, you can just go over to draft mode and add it to the bottom, and then just boom, boom, generate that AI writing. Quality's pretty good from what I see so far, and you get that score up pretty quickly. Then you can go in and add more of these keywords, suggested keywords. Now, Robinize. Robinize is very nice UI. As you can see, it has dark mode. Love dark mode. Very neat. Very simple. Easy to understand. The score is out of 10, where the other two out of 100. Easy to set projects. Here we go. All right, the editor is very nice. It has paragraph, H1s, H2s. Right here, it shows you on the right-hand side, keywords to use, how many times you've used them. Easy to see where they're highlighted in green, how many times the keywords are used as H1s, H2s, H3s, H4s in other sites that are ranking on page 1. You can take the keyword and copy and just paste it in there, and then it'll change over there. They actually fixed a problem they had recently. There was a little bug where you had to hit the space bar after typing it in for it to change over there, but it's working fine now. Over here, you get some inspiration. People also ask, copy the text and paste it in there. Has some sub keywords. Here are some outlines that we can go with. This is, you could find out how your top competitors are organizing their content, so you know what to write about and how to structure it, basically for reverse engineering what already works, what already ranks. The SERPs that are showing up for the keyword that we're trying to get with how to assume a mortgage from a parent. These are the other sites and their scores. So Robinize, I would really recommend if you don't want to get too crazy with an SEO optimizing tool and you want something that's very easy to understand. The issue is they don't have NLP keywords right now, and there is no AI writer attached to this. If you want to optimize content, or if you want an editor or a writing tool that you can just start writing in, this one might be for you. It has a lot less going on, especially with the score being out of 10. It's not as advanced as the other two, as Surfer and Neuron Writer, but it's easier to use. The learning curve is not as steep. So this is a great option for many of you out there. I might just keep it because it's so easy and quick to use. And if you just want to write or copy and paste quickly and boom, get it done fast, you don't have time, Robinize could be the way to go. It's got similarities, but it's a lot different than the other two we just spoke about. I would put, if you're a serious SEO, Writer, Surfer, then Neuron Writer. Neuron Writer is much newer, so they could catch up to Surfer or pass them one day. I don't know. It'll be interesting to watch both those platforms go. Robinize might get there if they decide to take it to that level and add more features. Make it a little bit, it might get a little busier then. But right now it's so lightweight, it's quick, easy for everyone to understand how it works. Everything's right here on the right. Just put it in there. You've got your score, your content grade, your readability score, your word count. You can also generate a share link with Robinize, and you can share this with your team, with your writers, with your clients. So Robinize, the link you share with Robinize, your team and your writers and your client, they can edit and add to that link without having an account with Robinize. So this is something Neuron Writer doesn't currently have. Robinize has that. Something that Surfer has, Robinize has with the sharing the link. So if you're looking for something that you could share with your team of writers, Robinize might be a very good choice for you. Okay, now on to Mieux. Here's Mieux. All right, so this is dashboard for the content editor. This is the UI. A big problem, they don't have H1, H2 setting. They just have the small, normal, large, huge. So when you go into edit, you're just gonna have to figure out, all right, so we'll make this one large and that one huge is the H1, large is the H2, I guess. As you can see on the right, here's a score. It just gives you F. Obviously it's not great. And the topic and keywords, here they are squished in this little window. I think they could fix that. It just gives you the keywords. Cover 4 more topics to reach the next level. We have that outline. So if we want to set up an outline, we got to go to the previous step. And looking at these other sites, it's pulling in some ideas. So say if we wanted to do this from scratch, I just want to use an article we already had written, but say we want to start from scratch, we can just select an outline, select some ideas here and add them to get just a basic outline. And then we go next, and then it's added here. So it kind of gives us our basic outline. Say I want to add this here. All right, 5 tips. You can put that in there. Now this one, like Neuron Writer, has an AI writer, which we can go over. I didn't really go over that in Neuron Writer, but back to Neuron Writer. Let's see the AI writer. All right, so I want to add some quick content here. Say we highlight. I know if you might do too many words. Let's see. Here's the AI writing tool. Want to do start paragraph, expand, rephrase. Nope. It needs to be between 20 and 200 characters. So let's see if we can just take this. Expand, and it gives you something right here. Don't like that, you can generate again. And as you using the AI credits, it'll show you up here how much is used. So it's very transparent, which is great. This way you don't lose track. Use the text, it'll put it in there. More if we want, say right click on that. We could start a new paragraph. We just did expand, we could rephrase it, work things around. We could change the settings, high creativity or high quality. The high creativity, it has a temperature score. Less creative equals more reliable content. So more creative, it has more unique and usually longer content, but the result is less predictable. You want to keep it, the default I think is like it's low. We'll go medium, but some people like to go crazy and just go very high. So it's a little more creative, but then it's a little more wild. Really up to you. So the AI tool, the writing tool on Neuron Writer is a nice feature because you could just keep using those credits, get going. Where Surfer has the outline mode, basically just kind of provides you with content that you can just copy and paste. And then with Neuron Writer, you can use it like an AI writing tool, and the quality is pretty decent. We already have enough. I have enough AI writing tools that I use, so I'm pretty comfortable with those. But if you just want to keep everything on one platform, Neuron Writer is very good for this. Mieux also has the writing feature. It's a little different. It works down here. You either hit power, assist, or magic, and then it tells you up here how many words would it be, like up to 90 words for power, 200 words for assist, and the long content is the magic, which is 370 words. It's a little strange that they have it set up like power, assist, magic over here, but when you go to their long form, setup. It is set up assist power magic. So here it's assist power magic, and then over here in the optimization tool is power assist magic. So little inconsistencies like that bother me a little bit, trigger my OCD. So you can get confused if you're using this platform. You're like, wait, over there it was the power was over here, and it's different credits, and I think the assist should be the 90. All right, so let's try using power and see what it produces. Actually true, I'll make money buying your own house. Benefits of assuming a mortgage from your parent. Yeah, the AI writing is so-so. I found it's not so great with Mieux. It's not better, as you would say in French. Assist. Tempting to borrow from your parent, resist temptation instead, borrow from banks or unions. I would like to allow comments. See, it's pulling like a form, their article. I just haven't been really impressed with the AI writer here. You are parent. Here's some issues. You may, let's see if this is, let's feed it some content and highlight it and then go from there. All right, so it replaced what I typed because I highlighted it. Once you pay back the loan, you will free clear credit. Right, so it gave us a paragraph here. Assuming a mortgage from your parents is fairly straightforward, all you need to do is sign the paperwork at the bank or credit union. Signing the loan doesn't mean you agree to pay the loan. I mean, it's kind of up and down. Definitely have to play with this AI writing tool a bit. All right, so you put my question down there. So it kind of put it right before it. Yeah, I mean, nothing spectacular. I guess it's a good start. You know, this is a new company as well. Neuron Writer's AI writing tool is stronger than Mieux. I give the edge to Neuron Writer. Mieux, it's a little bit messy, and the UI could use some work. There were some other red flags with this one. For keyword analysis, let's say, I had it in here before. All right, we could put in a keyword, location, mortgage, lender, right? Or we could put the URL, get some keyword ideas, location USA, get some keywords. This is nice, shows the trend, the keywords. Down here, this is concerning. Mortgage lender, keyword mortgage lender has a low competition. Search volume is high. Mortgage broker, low competition. Best mortgage lender, medium, you know. Now, what I think is happening is Mieux is pulling the data from Google's keyword planner, and this is for cost per click. So that would make sense that this might be for ads. So best online mortgage lenders, Quicken Loans, home equity. It looks like these are for, I'm guessing, for ads. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. And that doesn't help us if we're writing an article. So this, I wouldn't really go by this. It could be helpful. I mean, you might find some keywords that you didn't think of before, but I would watch this competition score. It's not accurate for research. It's more for ads. Then they have topic research. So we can do mortgage lender, or yeah, mortgage lender. Fetching that data. Fetch. Might have to hit refresh. Gets stuck sometimes. No, that didn't work. Let's just type web designer, what it comes up with for topics. Taking a while. Still waiting. And we're done. All right, so for web designer, here's the topics that it came up with. Sir, oops, formations, por site. Okay, so this doesn't work. What languages some of this stuff is, I guess French. I put in USA. I guess they're working on this. So the keyword analysis part, keyword research, topic research doesn't work. And I believe they are giving this for free, unlimited. You could check it as much as you want, but they're taking it from Google Keyword Planner, and the topic research doesn't work anyway, so it could be free. So that's kind of a turn off right there. So yeah, that doesn't work. So far, not so good for this one. Mieux, you know, we need to find the word for not better in French. The AI writer is definitely better in Neuron than Mieux. And again, Robinize does not have an AI writer currently. I don't know if they're ever going to head in that direction. I think the tool is great for what it does. It's for mainly for the writers out there that might not be into SEO as much, or they're new to it. or for the writer slash SEO that just wants to optimize, get it done, get out, perfect. Neuron Writer and Surfer definitely can do more with. Now with Surfer, we can do the same thing. We can start from scratch and create a draft and just get rid of what we copied and pasted. And add these sections in there if we just want to, add a couple of them and then go from there and then type in or add these. Surfer is connected with, they have I believe a partnership with Jasper as their AI writing tool. So you can pay for Jasper with Surfer and you'll have an AI writer right there. Surfer is a beast of an SEO on-page optimization tool. That's their focus. AI writing, not yet. I believe they're working on some more features, possibly. I'll only guess, but I'm fine with more than fine. Very happy with Surfer, with what they are the best at. Their focus is on-page optimization. You can optimize an old blog article, an old page that you want to make stronger, or you can create one from scratch and start a new article. To summarize everything that we've kind of covered quickly, well, not so quickly. Surfer is a powerful SEO on-page tool. It has an excellent editor. It's very easy to use yet advanced. It has keyword clusters, content planner, SERP analyzer, keyword research tool. All of these are top tier, very strong, and you can get a lot of data, especially with the content planner keyword cluster tool. That's amazing. Neuron Writer doesn't have all of that yet. It has a very good keyword research tool, comes back with some stuff. It has the competition breakdowns, structure, same as Surfer keyword, but it's really great. It provides great data. Really happy with Neuron, and for such a younger tool, it's catching up to Surfer every day. So the closest thing to Surfer, and right now that's being offered at the time of this video as a lifetime deal, if you don't want to pay monthly, is Neuron Writer. It's very close. I think also the AI writer that Neuron Writer has, which Surfer doesn't really focus on, has sort of some AI writing parts, but not. Neuron Writer is more advanced in that way with the AI writer. So if you're looking for a really great on-page tool and an AI writer in one, it's Neuron. If you want the on-page SEO complete package, it's Surfer. Neuron is great. You could just go to the clipboard right here, summarize everything, overall score, where we're at, what we have to work on. I like this little clipboard. I'm curious if Neuron Writer is working on the UI, changing it up. I've been reading some things. I think they might be, but I'm not sure. Every tool, Surfer has gone through so many progressions and changes in their UI over the years. I still remember when it first came out what it was like and where it is now. Who knows where Surfer will be tomorrow and where Neuron will be, but I look at Neuron as like Surfer's little brother that has some other toys. It'll make things very interesting in the market for these two tools. Robinize, there's a place for this one as well. I love the UI. This one, Robinize, does not have an AI writing tool. It doesn't have the NLP. It has very good stuff here. The inspiration, the outlines, what's showing up in the SERPs. Robinize definitely has their audience, writers, SEOs that are looking for another tool that's just much easier, quicker, lighter. They don't want all that detail. They kind of also SEOs that have an understanding about on-page and they already know in their head what's going to happen with the keyword stuffing, how competition works, and they just think for themselves more and have a little more freedom. But they have to get used to this score. This score is out of 10, where the other two are out of 100. So Robinize, I wouldn't put it near Surfer or Neuron Writer. If you're looking for which ones are similar and close, which could be an alternative one day, someday to Surfer SEO, it would be Neuron Writer, not Robinize. Robinize is a lighter tool, and they're focused on their niche of nice, easy to use, not too busy. Mieux, I don't know. This one is, I'm not happy with it. They're starting out. I don't want to be too hard because this could turn into something special, but currently keyword analysis, that stuff doesn't even work. The AI writer, you can put it together, but that needs work. The UI is not working for me. The scores, it's trying to be like the other three tools, but it's not there yet. This one I would wait on, or just keep an eye on it. You could try it. It does seem to be kind of mixing the worlds. It's offering a lot of AI features, AI writing features, but it's seems to be not as focused as Neuron Writer. Neuron Writer knows they're an on-page optimization tool, and they want you to write, just like Surfer wants you to write, and Robinize wants you to write. You still need writers, or to start, get things going. But you could use the AI writing tool that Neuron Writer has to help you out, but nothing beats human writing still. There are very good AI writing tools on the market, but I still feel like nothing will beat a writer, human writer, yet, until Skynet. And that's any day now. We're going to have robots writing for us that basically are already. But I think Mieux might be trying to do too many things. They're like, hey, we're going to do the on page for you, and then just use our AI writer, and you're going to rank, you'll be fine. If you look at the core, if you look where they're getting the keyword analysis from, and they're not being clear about it, about that it's for ads more than it's for articles, and their topics, it doesn't work. If that doesn't work, and then you have this stuff, and then with the UI, with the power mode, the assist AI writing, and it's backwards when you do the long form than it is from the optimization content grading part, and the grading score is just from a letter score. It doesn't give you a number. So to go from F to A, it's going to be kind of vague, where the other ones will give you a number score. Robinize might be out of 10, but at least you see that number moving. And Neuron Writer and Surfer, out of 100, you'll see every little thing you do move the needle or move it back. I would prefer those two. I have all four of these tools. I'm keeping Surfer and Phrase as well. Phrase we didn't really discuss, but I put Phrase in another class because I do like their AI writing tool. I think it's one of the top ones on the market. And so we'll see what happens. It's all pretty interesting. Surfer, Neuron Writer, and Robinize work. If you follow the data that it returns, the three tools, it will help you optimize your article, get on page 1, page 2, create a new article, get on page 1, page 2. I know everyone wants to be on page 1. Page 2 is end of the world there. You don't want to be there. It's like, well, then page 3, forget about it. But Mieux, I haven't even gotten past a lot of the stuff, so we'll see. But hope you liked the video. Let me know if it helped you, if it confused you, and we'll do more of these in the future. All right, so everybody have a good morning, good day, good evening, and good night. Bye-bye.